Ladies and gentlemen, school is out for the summer. It is time to start cranking out this content. My name is Cam. I am a sports bettor. I provide picks for other people in a Discord. I made over $100,000 last year with my own bets. I provide content for Prizepicks, Underdog, Sleeper, Parlay Play, Dabble, Better, anything you can think of. I love betting NBA. I love betting MLB. Let's get into it. This video is sponsored by DG Fantasy. It is an app. It is a website. It helps you compare lines from sportsbooks to these DFS apps. It shows you screens with odds, gives you color coding. It can even make slips for you. I'll have my link in the description. I use it every day. It's a fantastic tool. I love it. I just want to talk through basically every player in the starting lineup and what their role has been, what it looks like, what props could be looking like for these guys. I know a lot of y'all can't watch every minute of every game. I've been doing so and rewatching, so I want to talk about it. I'm going to start with this game right here, even though this is the later one. There's more certainty with it. Jarrett Allen and Donovan Mitchell are questionable, so I'm going to start with this one first. I also think there's some better value. For the Mavericks, PJ Washington has clearly been going off. He mightily struggled in that Clippers series at times, but he's up to 29 and 27 points in the last two games, taking 18 and 23 field goal attempts, 40 minutes in each game. Now, the Thunder have been blitzing screeners. They have been having heavy help in the paint, sagging off these role players. PJ Washington has absolutely torched them. Quotes from Shea and Chet have shown that they want to work him off the spots, make him work for the extra buckets a lot more. I think there will be added emphasis on making his life more difficult tonight. His point line ballooned from 10.5, 11.5, all the way up to 15.5 today. I would not touch that because I think they would live with somebody else scoring. Derrick Jones Jr. He's doing the exact opposite of PJ Washington today. He had a solid series for his standards against the Clippers. He's been pitiful here. So he's playing 30, 28, and 36 minutes. Good minutes. 3 for 12 and 1 for 10 in his last two games. Point line is only 8.5. On the season, he averaged 8.6 points per game and only 23.5 minutes played. Clearly climbing minutes a ton in the playoffs here. Shot 10% better from 3 at home at 39%. Very good number there. And 5% better overall, scoring 2 more points per game at home. I think with the PJ Washington adjustment, I think they're going to live with Derrick Jones Jr. shooting the ball. Now let's talk about the big gun, Luka Doncic. He's banged up. He said in a quote that everything hurts, and he's just trying to be out there for his team. Lou Dort's been doing a decent job on him as well. There's been adjustment after game one. The last two games, he's playing off the ball more. His potential assists are way down. In game one, he had 20 in a blowout, so he had 20 in reduced minutes. He only had 10 last game. I believe 14 or 15 in game two. So his assists are down. Kyrie Irving's are up. He's been running a lot more point. I believe last two games, he's had 20 and 16 potential assists. Now, granted, with that PJ Washington adjustment, that's an assist target, obviously. But obviously, they still have lob threats in Gafford and Lively. He'll get assists to Luka at times. PJ Washington's still going to get some shots up, don't worry. His 5.5 assist line is really low. People are also looking at his 10.5 RA line. And he's playing massive minutes at 40, so I can't blame him for wanting to throw in rebounds. He's had 9 and 10 rebound chances last two games. I don't hate that, but I think the real edge in the prop is the assists. In the regular season with Luka, he had 8 in a game on 13 potential assists. Role players play better at home. Finally, Lively's been a better player in this series than Gafford has been. I think Gafford will still draw the start no matter what. Lively saw more minutes. Now, he has inflated stats from last game because they were playing the foul game. They were fouling him, hack a Lively at the end of the game. Don't know if they do that again in another close one or not. But he's been more effective. His minutes climbed, just a thought. Oklahoma City Thunder. Josh Giddey's an absolute no-show. Can't space the floor. Gets cooked on defense. He can't play. I think he's going to sit around that 10, 12-minute mark again. Eventually, he might not even start a game. We'll see. There's been increased run for Aaron Wiggins, increased run for Isaiah Joe, more minutes for Jalen Williams as well. Also, he's a facilitator. He rebounds the ball really well, too. More opportunities for J-Dub and Shea in those categories. Shea has seen 28 or more rebound plus assist chances in each game of the series so far. Dallas has won the last two. I think they stick with this defensive strategy. He had 14 potential assists, 17 rebound chances in the last game. Now, granted, I watched the whole thing. A couple of his rebounds are coming from blocks from Chet or himself, but he's in good weak side position, and his potentials are through the roof. 6 flat on DFS for his assists. Too low of a line, in my opinion. Really like his props today. They're collapsing pretty hard. Giddey out ensures another shooters on the perimeter and really boosts his rebounding. He's going to play 40 minutes today. J-Dub's per 36 numbers, also fantastic with Giddey off the floor. Averages 36 PRA per 36 minutes with Giddey off. Props look good again for him. Pretty much all of them, honestly. Chet hasn't had a huge role in the offense. Shooters are seeing good benefits. Wiggins is seeing a bunch of open threes. Isaiah Joe is seeing a bunch of open looks. A couple dribble pull-ups as well off a pump fake. Dort was getting open looks as well. If he stays out of foul trouble, his lines look pretty good. Big if guarding Luka, obviously. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this series. A lot of value, in my opinion, too. On to the Celtics and Cavaliers. Jarrett Allen was seen at shoot-around. Donovan Mitchell was not. New calf injury for Donovan Mitchell. Jared Allen still with a huge rib injury. I don't know if he goes today. Mobley has been running the 5. This has a big effect on Al Horford and his three-point shooting and overall his role in minutes. Cornette's getting played off the floor, as he should. Horford saw 39 minutes last game. Just was a complete brick. 0 for 6 from 3. All really open looks. I had his over last game. I was sad. Yeah, he's going to play 38 minutes in a close one. That's nuts. That's nuts. If Allen's out, really hard not to like his lines. His three-point, kind of all of them. He had 17 rebound chances last game as well. Crazy stuff. Added emphasis on stopping Derek White from 3. Has been pretty effective lately. Tatum was ultra aggressive last game. Huge minutes being played, obviously. No Porzingis gives a boost to all the starters in scoring categories. Like I said, they're going to live with Horford shooting 3s probably because it means other guys aren't. Tatum's converting a ton of potentials. Probably due for some negative regression, but at the same time, he's playing tons of minutes with the ball in his hands, so I don't know how you feel about that. And at some point, you think Darius Garland's going to learn how to play basketball, right? Mitchell banged up. Great defensive score as a guard against the Celtics. Horford drop coverage. Him and Mitchell are getting tons of open looks from 3, and Mitchell's converting them. Garland's not. Mitchell banged up. I think you see a slight uptick in Garland usage, but I don't know, man. It's Mitchell. It's his team, and he's been killing it. He's still going to do his thing, I'm sure. If Allen magically comes back, he runs the 5. Minutes got to be limited, and honestly, I don't know how effective he'll be. This would mean Mobley's more on the perimeter. If Mobley's running the 5 again, lines are pretty good. He's getting a couple switches. He was getting good position. Dean Wade added back. Hurts Niang's role. But like I said, we kind of got to wait and see with the injury news on that game. I do much prefer this game for betting value-wise as of right now. And there's actually a really, really nice MLB slate as well. So if you guys want an MLB video, let me know. It's my favorite sport to bet on. Yeah, if you want this to become a thing, I post tons of free plays on Twitter. So follow my Twitter, link in bio. I post every single play on my Discord. We're up huge again this month. It's been fantastic. I appreciate all the support from everyone.